Greetings, people of the world! Matthew back with you in Overall Autism for the continuation of Let's Play Dark Cloud as part of the Elite 6 series. So, last time, we finally made it to the Dark Heaven Castle, where the evil Dark Genie has been... Dark Genie, right. Sorry, I just woke up and I'm feeling a little groggy. But yeah, this is what I usually do when I wake up. I record videos. But yeah, the Dark Genie has made his way here to this castle, which I cannot show you properly from a second-person perspective, so I'll have to show you from the first-person perspective. But yeah, this is what we're dealing with. This is what we've been building up to, getting to this point for so long. And so, we have finally made it after we successfully reconstructed in its entirety the Sun Giants. We had a duel with what we thought was the Dark Genie, but turned out to be nothing more than an illusion. And so he destroyed the Sun Giants, but thankfully Dran, the Divine Beast of the Moon, was actually able to have our back and bring us here to the... well, it's not the gate actually, it's just the front door. Yeah, it doesn't have a gate for some reason, but yeah, you know, I guess we'll just have to make our way through, and as you can see, there's no escape unless we use our typical warp ability, which we can use throughout the game. But let's go inside and see what we are going to get ourselves into. Open the big, massive doors and make our way inside. And so upon our entrance, yeah, let's take around, have a tour, that sort of thing. Yes, this is a gentleman we saw a long time ago, but weren't reintroduced to him until last episode. The guy in black there with the white hair. Yeah, we saw him last episode too, for the first time in a long time. In fact, there are characters that we haven't seen in a long time that have been absent from our playthrough because they're all starting to show up here now. Including the guy who summoned the Dark Genie, but he fell to his death. I knew you'd come. I knew you could make it. He was born here in this castle, long, long ago. This is where the 400-year nightmare began. And the monster was created by me. No wonder you attacked us! And odds are you're gonna attack us again. Yeah, kill him! Kill him now! 'Twas 400 years ago. The Terra of the East and the West were still at war. I was the king of the East. I fought the West to defend my people. The scope of the war grew, and at last the pivotal battle to decide the destiny of the kingdom began. Pressed by the wizard's army of the West, I had to make a decision. I could see our defeat on the horizon. Then, a Dark Lord came to me with a deal, and he signed it. If the blood of a witch is mixed into a human body, a terrible power is born. If you use this power, your victory is assured, he said. He probably used me as an experiment to see the effect of the mixing of blood, to see what terrible power it would create. I had to make a decision to protect the people of my kingdom. My magic power grew 100 times over. It was a terrifying force. I used that force and destroyed the army of the West. But I had a price to pay in the dark blood that ran through my veins. Yeah, this explains why you lose your mind at times. And not long after that, there was an incident. A tragic one. You lost the one you loved, didn't you? My heart, filled with grief, spelled incorrectly, began to change. Something was born inside me. It grew great and frightening, then finally emerged. Its power was absolute. No one could stop it. Its blind fury burnt even the countries of the East. This is how Genie was born. I searched feverishly for ways to erase my error, the Dark Genie. It was then that I discovered the stone called Atlamelia from an ancient book. It is a precious gem created by the earth only once an eon. I learned through a premonition that Atlamelia would appear in 400 years. This era. I used the forbidden spell to travel 400 years to this time. Yeah, like I said last episode, if you remember, I also mentioned that Eldor from White Knight Chronicles basically did the same thing, but he jumped 10,000 years to, with the forbidden time travel spell. And if you're familiar with my Let's Plays, both Dark Cloud and White Knight Chronicles were made by the same company, level 5. To obtain Atlamelia, that legendary gem, believing that Atlamelia could seal off the power of the Dark Genie. Atlamelia is a link to a different dimension. And it's the shining stone on your arm, Tone, which is why you wanted so badly you'd want to try and kill me to get it. Yeah, don't take it off! Whatever you do! The Moon People were able to seal the young Genie. In the urn, Genie gained power and was able to influence the world. You know very well what happened. However now, even with the power of Atlamelia, we may not be able to stop him. He's a force of pure evil, but his aim is not to destroy the world. What do you mean? His intent is to send his will through time to every age. To take over history by sending parts of his essence to each age. He is a terrifying being. I created a true monster. Tone, Dark Genie is the embodiment of pure negative energy. He doesn't live, so you can't kill him, but you can change the history of his birth and erase his being. And how are we gonna do that? Well, actually, I know. For that... Yep, you're gonna lose your mind again. I have no time. The dark blood running through me is taking over. If he controls my mind, I'll no longer be me. Yeah. And there's the source of your creation, right there. Seda, it's too late. It's no use. Stop resisting. Give yourself to me fully. Your body, mind, and power. And there he goes. Tone, cross the gallery of time and enter his age. And with the power of Atlamelia, I can't give up this body yet. But you will, won't you? Oh, you did. You did. So yeah, you just stabbed yourself, and now you're going to do something. I guess you're using the forbidden spell one last time so that we can use it. Gallery of time. Now I take the steps in my long journey. Open the door and guide my spirits. How can you do that with a sword run right through your body? Yeah, we know. That kid won't be able to cross the gallery of time. He has to die in vain. Walk, Tone, into the cursed past. Erase his existence. I trust you will know what to do there. Follow the fragments of memory I left in the gallery of time. They will show you what you need to do. Now go! Yeah, okay there, crazy man. So I imagine we'll get to come back here to the castle if we get stuff. Because yeah, it looks like a big enough place that you can do that sort of thing. And down goes Seda. So now we have to undo the crap he did. This is the last memory I have of my brother playing this game. Because look what it says here. It says 5 years ago. This is the last memory I have of my brother playing this game because as you progress, as Seda explained, you basically have to go back to his time. So each of the levels that we're going to go through is some time period that is back in the past from where the game is serving as the setting. So as you can see, our first is 5 years ago, and we basically have to pick up the fragments of his memory, and we're going to have to do that by getting more Atla. So we need to get 4 Atla to obtain from 5 years ago. And we've arrived. Sorry for that moment that may have given you an epileptic seizure. Alright, this is a flying enemy, so let's start using what I know is good against flying enemies. Since we have an Atla conveniently placed right here, let's go ahead and open it. First Atla will contain Father. Alright. I can hear the bats. I can hear those bats. Now these ones are definitely stronger than before, but they should be. I'm pretty much right near the end of the game. Oh, and we got pilot stops of the roses from the shipwreck. Premium water, nice. Gotta switch back to tone for this next one. Yeah, I imagine we'll have to buy water here because I don't think they're going to gift it to us here. A bed? Alright. I don't know what a bed has to do with this, but whatever. I'm gonna go this way. Ooh, we do have treasure chests here. Oh, wait a minute. What's the white thing in the middle? Well, let's get this stamina drink and find out. Curse dancer, huh? Oh, you're one of those guys! So we finally meet face to face. And you guys do attack pretty good. Too bad 2 strikes of the spear takes you out. Alright, moving on. Because there's another chest over here too. What's inside this one? We got the compass. What's this thing? Okay, it's just a pillar. Alright, good to know. And at least we know where everything is now. I did leave an enemy back in the center chamber. Going this way. It's a bat, so let's leave it to Zhao. Because yeah, she has always been good at taking out enemies from distance. In fact, I can still hear them. This place must be teeming with bats. Okay, switch back over. Let's give Gaga a few swipes. Then back to Zhao again. Actually, let's give Ruby a few shots. Down goes the bat. Open the chest to obtain the map. Not that we necessarily need it because we know it's here. Ooh, big chest. Thankfully, I have 4 treasure chest keys. Please be something good. It's not. It's just another platinum ring for Ruby. That is so weak, you have no idea, people. That's the 4th time I've gotten that weapon! That is ridiculous! It's ridiculous, it's pathetic, and I hate it. With a bloody passion. Okay, so... let's see what Goro can do against these guys. Oh, they can curse me. Well, they are curse dancers. They should be able to curse you. Alright, Tone. Pick up this Atla. And inside. Crowning Day. Alright. Alright. Maybe the day of his coronation. Okay, weave through and go back over here. Let's switch over to Eldor, because he can cross this gap too. Or, not Eldor, Osmond. Yeah, I have White Knight Chronicles on the brain, but if you've been following my Let's Plays, it's with good reason. Speaking of Osmond, let's give him a few shots. There we go. And we found our exit item, Clock Hands. In fact, Osmond, why don't you just go ahead and finish off this flower too? And there's one conveniently right over here, so take out this guy also. There we go. That wasn't too bad. But what's the last enemy to fight here on this first floor? Yeah, I heard you. It's your telltale sign, buddy. It's your telltale sign. Alright, let's go ahead and repair Osmond's weapon. Yeah, I'm doing fine on repair powder. Just make sure you don't walk into that stuff or else you'll get the status affliction anyway. Alright, what's in here? Our final atlas for floor 1. A crown. Alright, so we had a crowning day, now we have his crown. Alright, hang left twice over to leave the level. It's a good thing that these white tiles here, these giant white tiles that basically tell you that a corner is coming, that's very convenient. I like the fact that they did that. So let's go ahead and now make use of our clock hands. Put the hands on the clock face. Touch it. And send us back further into time. Alright, go to the next floor. Yeah, if you guys suffer from epileptic seizures, my apologies. 18 years ago. Okay, I want to first, before we get started, give Tone a refresher on his water. That'll do just fine. Alright, you guys again. Let's have Ruby shoot a few shots. And it may be the right call because of what's behind Billy here. This does not look like an enemy you take lightly. And it turns out that's a pretty effective ability. Oh, and may already have gotten the clock hands. Well, let's have Zhao finish out this Dark Flower. Yeah, I have that clock hands already. Now let's go ahead and give Zhao repair on her weapon. Yeah, I do not expect to find an item shop in this place. I expect to find only Atla and treasure chests. Tasty water. Okay, so I got back the one that I lost. Yeah, I was gonna say, where the heck is my next area? Okay, let's go around the corner and... No, not you. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of, and it happened. And it's gonna get worse. Alright, so she's gooed and cursed. Do I have... Where's my mighty healing? Because I know I have a few of these. And then we'll give her some cheese. Yeah, I've never been double layered before as far as the status affliction is concerned, so that's a first. Alright, Goro, come in here and get some chops. Chop him up. Chop him up. Yeah, take that. 273 points of damage right to your head. Alright, now let's go. Yeah, always a hard decision because the random number generator, you never know where it's going to take you. Alright, fire away there, Zhao. And go. Alright, here's the exit. That's where the exit is. Oh, hold on. I'll be with you in a moment. Let me get this treasure chest first. We're the compass. Now let's bring out Ruby to stunlock this guy. Hey, Billy, where's Jimmy? Or are you now the one who's become the shadow boss? If you don't know what I'm talking about, play Double Dragon. Okay, now... Yeah, let's give this to Mr. Goro. Whoa, he jumped right by me! Oh, excellent display of agility. Too bad it couldn't save you. Too bad your display of agility could not save you. And not worried about having curse on me, because it's not really something that affects you that much. Okay, so now that we have established where we're going next, let's go over this way. And have Osmond... Well, actually, since Zhao is closer, let's just have her jump. Come on, Zhao, jump. And safe. Alright, continue. Whoa! Well, you know what, since Tone's out here, 400 points on the Curse Dancer. Ah! Yeah, like, I heard you, but I didn't see you. I heard you, but I didn't see you. I almost got myself killed because of it. Yeah, don't hide behind the pillar. Xiao just wants to clip your wings. Oh, wait a minute, there is water here. I didn't think they would offer this to you. You got the moon, for some reason. Yeah, I did not think that they would offer you a spot where you could actually recover. I mean, this is the last day. You'd think that this is a luxury that they would take away from you in order to make the game harder on you. But no, they actually made it something that is available. Wow, I was not expecting that. Open up the chest. And we got another antidote amulet. I have 5 of those now, which is awesome. Oh, and this time it's an Osmond gap. We had a Zhao gap, now we have an Osmond gap. And go. Because we gotta touch this next Atla. It's the last one we have here, I think. And it contains Night of the Ceremony. Ooh, we have a whole bunch of... No, there's another Atla here too. Let's get Ruby in here to take on Billy. Ugh. I was about to say, did Ruby take the bat out in one shot? No, it just looked like she did. Osmond, open it up. Shoot a few shots into this dark flower for me, if you would, please. Okay. This is Tone's apartment. And there's even a back area, too. I'm really shocked. You figure in the last dungeon of the game that this is something that they would start depriving you of, not giving to you. At that point, it's not necessary. Let's walk up the stairs. Okay, yeah, here's where you would depart for another area. Here's where you would depart for the back area. And that's so weird. Alright, well, we got our 2 floors done, so let's go ahead and might as well have Osmond out for the remainder of the area, because we know that there's 2 gaps, not just 1. And make our way this direction and get over to the exits. Alright, let's use our clock hands because conveniently they're right at the start of my item list. Okay. Set it in motion. And we'll leave the next floor for the next episode. And they still bring out a brilliant flash of white light when you come back. Wait a minute, who's this? Oh, it's the Fairy King. Hey there, Fairy King. You can buy items from him, and you can buy gems and attachments. Oh wow, this is a big deal. This is a very big deal. Oh wow. Yeah, if you want to get a lot of money, like you can now if you want to. Yeah, this is the. I was thinking money's not gonna be an issue where I'm going. Turns out it very well may be. Because yeah, if they're giving me all these gems and they're all at 3,000 bucks a pop, I mean, why not? Wow, that's amazing that they would do that for you. I mean, it lets you know for certain what you're getting, as opposed to going to a back area and just hoping you'll get what you're looking for. And then, as far as attachments are concerned, the classic elements, plus I think this is most of the stuff that you can get through, that you can have as far as distances, because I don't see Metal Breaker and I don't see Mimic Breaker on this list. So it's basically, you'll have to, this is what you would need in order to get stuff built up on various resistances and basic numbers. But these 3 numbers are always maxed out, so it's always going to be attack. Well, actually, attack gets maxed out more than magic does. We can also check in what can we buy normally. Okay, from here on it's premium water and premium chicken. but that's not stuff I'm necessarily worried about, because tasty water and cheese are doing me just fine right now at this point. So yeah, since we have... can we? No, we cannot use Atla here. Where would you use it then? Well, maybe you have to use it outside the castle. Let's go ahead and save the game and call this episode good. So, yeah, we've seen what happened when Seda decided to basically make a deal with the devil and then do something that he should not have done. So, yeah, that's going to do it for this episode of Let's Play Dark Cloud. And next time, we will continue to make our way back in time to undo Seda's heinous mistakes. So until next time, everyone, this is Matthew and Aurora Autism, saying take care, and I'll see you soon.